Hello everyone. In this video, we are learning about exception handling and program related to exception handling. So first of all, an exception in Java is an event which occurs during the execution of the program that break the normal flow of the program instructions. Or in other words, in Java, exception is an unwanted event or an unexpected event that occur during the execution of the program. When an exception occurs, the execution of the program gets terminated. So in order to avoid this termination, we use this concept called as try block and catch block. So see here, in Java, exceptions can be handled by using try block and catch block. The statement which raise an exception is written inside the try block. The statement which raise the exception is written inside the try block. And the exceptions raised by the try block are handled by the catch block. The exceptions raised by the try block are handled by the catch block. And in catch block, the exception is handled. In catch block, the exception is handled by printing a message. Now we see the syntax of try block and catch block. So in try block, we find the statement that raise the exception. And this catch block handle the exception raised by the try block by printing a message. So here exception type means it specify the type of exception that the catch block can handle. And this E represent the exception object thrown during the execution of the try block. And this E represent the exception object thrown during the execution of the try block. We see the common types of exception in Java with examples. So first exception, arithmetic exception. So arithmetic exception in Java is thrown when we divide the number by 0. So when we divide the number by 0, this arithmetic exception is thrown. Now we see the program related to this arithmetic exception. Class name, main method. See this, try block and catch block. Now see here, try block and catch block. So in try block, we are taking two variables, namely num1, nothing but number 1 is equal to 30, and num2, nothing but number 2 is equal to 0. And we are also taking another variable named as output. So output is equal to num1 divided by num2. Num2 is 30, num2 is 0. Num1 is 30, num2 is 0. Now here we are trying to divide this 30 by 0. We are trying to divide this number 30 by 0. So we cannot divide the number by 0. So the statement will raise the exception. Whenever the exception is raised in the try block, the statement in the catch block will be executed. So for this scenario, we get this statement in the catch block, namely arithmetic exception. You cannot divide the number by 0. And secondly, suppose num1 is nothing but number 1 is 30 and num2 is 10. Suppose if I take num2, number 2 value is 10. Now see here, output is equal to num1 divided by num2, nothing but 30 divided by 10, 30 divided by 10. We can divide 30 by 10. So when we divide 30 by 10, we get the value 3. So this value 3 will be stored in this output. Now system dot out the println result is equal to, we get value 3 here. So in this scenario, nothing but when we divide the number 30 by 10, there is no exception. There is no exception. So when there is no exception, the statement in the try block will be executed. When there is no exception in try block, the statement in the try block will be executed. When there is an exception in try block, the statement in the catch block will be executed. So we see the remaining exceptions in the next video. Thank you.